Welcome once again to the Northwestern Vermont Model Railroad Association Model Railroad Club. Today we're going to run, you can hear our engines already running over there, we're going to run an Amtrak train. I had a question from a viewer who wanted to see the Amtrak train run, and so today we'll do it. We're going to run, we have two passenger trains, one northbound and one southbound, during I wouldn't say during one operating session, but during a normal cycle of operating sessions. So what we normally do is the northbound train runs from the staging yard. Again, we have a point-to-point railroad, in case you haven't seen our videos before. We have a point-to-point. Right over there is the south end, and over that way is the north end. We have a staging yard on the north end where the southbound train is supposed to head out first so that it gets to our central yard, Arlington, before the northbound train. So today I've already got, we'll see why we have to do that in a few minutes. But today we're going to run the northbound train simply because I wanted to showcase things are going to change here. This room I'm standing in right now is going to be a layout, and where I'm standing is probably going to be a peninsula in the layout. So our staging yard over here at the south end is going to move from this wall over to a wall over there. Well, actually not to a wall, to a peninsula over there that hasn't been built yet. So in the next year or so, this room is going to change, and then over the next probably 3 years, there will be hopefully a completed layout in this space. Our train is on track 4, and I'll show you the train order in just a second. So we're running train number 10. We're going from Mechanicville. Right over there says Mechanicville Yard. And we're going to Champlain Yard. And it says, starting with secure my power on train on track 4. We're on track 4, the train's all set. We have to block it so that we have the locomotive and then the baggage cars and coaches. Then we call dispatch for clearance, and we head all the way to Plainfield, which is right on the other side of that wall. Right over there. So, let's pretend that we got permission from the dispatch and start our train up. Now the passenger station in Plainfield is all the way over here, so in order to get over I'm going to have to do some switchbacks to get over one more track. So now I have my train set to come back onto track 1, which is empty. And now our turnout is set to come into Plainfield Station. And here our train comes into the Plainfield Station. And according to our train orders, we have to make a 3-minute station stop at Plainfield. Now Plainfield is all going to be changing. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do this, to document the way things are right now. The new station is going to be over here We're going to have to move the station from down there. So now we've waited 3 minutes. Let's get a move on. Our next town is Newton. So we would call to dispatch and request permission to occupy the main between Plainfield and Newton. And we'd get out of town. So this is Newton, our next stop. So after Newton, our next passenger stop is Arlington. And of course we have permission from dispatch to continue on as far as Quarry Junction, and at Quarry Junction we have to get permission from the yardmaster. And this is Quarry Junction, where we need to get permission from the yardmaster to enter the yard. And at Arlington Yard, the yardmaster will most likely have all the turnouts aligned for us and tell us to go which track to go to. And you can see that sitting over there in the back is our dining car. Now on the Northwestern Vermont, Amtrak has a dining car that's only on the back of the train between Arlington and Champlain Yard. both northbound and southbound. And at this point, either the yardmaster or his assistant or the locomotive engineer crew or locomotive crew for Amtrak will switch the car onto the train. And as usual, all this information is here. It says, like a quarry, call the yardmaster for track assignment, Arlington. Set train on assigned station track. Pick up the diner at the commissary with the Amtrak switcher. And call the dispatcher for clearance before you leave. And since we don't have a yardmaster here today, I'm going to dial up the Amtrak locomotive is 7110. So I'm going to hit recall, select loco 7110, enter, turn on the headlight, turn on the bell, see if it's making the right noises, back it up. Now I've got to get my switches set over there. I'm seeing a problem. Looks like we got some dirty track over there. Now, when we're having an operating session, there could be both Amtrak trains here at the same time. But if the northbound train, our number 10, gets here first, they have to sit and wait for the number 11 train to come with the dining car, because this is the only one we have. Get a good hitch. Nope, no hitch. All right, good hitch. So uncouple our switcher. And then we need to put it back on the commissary track. I think he needs to have his wheels cleaned. So at this point, train orders say we need to get this permission from dispatch to continue. Since we're the only ones here, let's get the train moving. Make sure my switches are set ahead of me. All is good. I like to blow my horn for the alien when we come out of the tunnel. Now, the dispatcher would have told us to remember to stop at Power Junction up here. So you notice I've taken the track that's closest to us. We would call that track 1 on the NWV. The track closest to the aisle is always track 1. And this is the station at Power Junction. A very small affair with an outhouse. So what we have to do is we have to set the switch for the siding to go to the power station. Bring our train up to the station, call dispatch, tell them we're here, and we have to wait 3 minutes to head on. So we've waited our 3 minutes for the crowd at the Power Junction station. All we have is the blue main route there. We back our train up to clear the crossover. Now both of our turnouts are set for the crossover. We're ready to roll. Of course, I asked permission from the dispatcher. And our next station is going to be Evergreen. And this is Evergreen. The dispatcher would have told us to take track 1 at Evergreen, which is the one, again, closest to the aisle. So I set the siding for track 1. And we come into the station right up here. This is Evergreen Station. Recently received electric lighting. And our next town is Maple Corners. And here we are at Maple Corners. This is the oldest part of the layout. This was built in 78 or 79 as a module. Our station stop complete at Maple Corners. We're heading on to Mill is the next town. And Maple Corners is the last station stop for Amtrak on the layout. At this point, we can just head on to Champlain Yard. And this is the approach to Champlain Yard. To get over to track 4, we're going to need to set the crossovers. So at this point, our train has arrived at Champlain Yard. Our work is done here. I hope you enjoyed our video today. And if you did, please leave a thumbs up down there. Thumbs up. That's my finger. There's my thumb right there. Thumbs up. Put a thumbs up down there. There we go. And take care out there. I hope you have fun on your model railroading. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye for now.